Just a quick update with progress with the Invacar 12E Brian. Yeah, as you can see, I've started to reassemble it. Finally got a bit of good weather where I could slap some paint on. Chipped a lot of it in the reassembly. Fiddling around and trying to remember exactly how everything went, but that'll all be touched up before final assembly. But you can see all of the rear space frame is back in. It's all very rigid, so I'm pleased with that, and everything lines up well on the new chassis. Also been rebuilding the brakes, new adjusters, shoes, springs, and wheel cylinders. The originals were not worth saving or even unsalvageable. I've started to make up plans to have new coilover shocks made. Specs do a range called CSX, where you take all of your measurements of the components, and they have a chart with all of the different components they can use and the measurements of those parts. Each one of the components, say the top bushes, will have a code, and then you take a measurement of your spring diameter and that will have a code, and basically you send them your completed code with all the different letters to allow them to make up the new shocks. I can't find what those shocks were. I was hoping I might get them off the shelf, but it doesn't seem to be possible. But yeah, he's coming back together at last. So there we go. Got various odds and ends all waiting to go back on. Over here we have the original lower door runner. There, and just up there in its new paint is the replacement. So, a hell of a lot of the components of this car, I'm sure I've said before, were no good as anything but patterns, so made up drawings and found a local firm that thankfully were willing to help out making the components. So you can see this one door runner comprises of 3 different sections. They cut out and folded the sections for me, and I plug welded them all together. That's the rear body bracket. Again, that was made new. I think in one of the earlier videos I showed it with the tail end of the chassis still hanging off of it, where the chassis had separated. So yeah, and back over here we can see the original chassis and exactly why I went to the lengths of getting the new one made. Again, I took all the measurements of components such as those outriggers and the uprights, made up drawings, and again put them to this local firm who kindly set about making new ones for me. I then took all of the components along to my friend's workshop, and they learned me up on nickel bronze welding, welded it together with their help. Very grateful to my friends for all their help, because I'm an ignorant fool and I couldn't have done it myself. Anyhow, there it is, and that is where Brian stands right now. Better weather again, so hopefully before too long we should be making some more progress. In fact, we got another bank holiday this weekend, so hopefully get a chance to crack on a bit further. Cheerio for now.